Aloha, everyone. My name is Irvin Russell Pelton Jr. I'm the second son of Irvin and Betty Pelton. And that pretty girl is Kayla. You want to say hi to him? Say hi to him. You want to say hi to him? Oh, you're such a pretty girl. You're such a pretty girl. Okay, this message is for yous, the supporters of the van that I drive around painted like an American flag with signatures that people autograph it on. And so it's called the Flagbus on YouTube, the Flag Van on Facebook. And other supporters, there's a lot of people that have helped me put this thing together, all aspects of it, so that it could do its trip across America. So it's not just me, it's yous and many others that brought it to where it's sitting at this moment and at this time in America. The reason why is yesterday we met a man and his family that wanted me to tell you thank you very much, that they appreciate that you and I had this thing setting where it was setting yesterday. Now I'm going to tell you the story behind it. This is how this works, folks. This is how what you are supporting, this is how one of the stories, how it works out there in the world. In Peaks of Otter in Virginia on the Blue Ridge Mountain Parkway. Kayla and I left Bedford and we were going to Buchanan, Buchanan is how it's spelled. I can't figure out how to pronounce it. So as we were driving, we're driving up the mountain. We had like 25, 26 miles to go up the mountain and then down into the little valley and the RV did wonderful going up the mountain. So we get up there and we come to a T in the road and we're 4 point some miles from this little town we want to go to, and there's an orange sign in front of us that says no RVs or RVs, trucks, semis not recommended for this route. And I'm being Uncle Irv, okay, let's see why. I know I shouldn't have that personality, but I do like to question things. So I turned, and right away, this sign's about 10 times as big. Semis, tractor trailers, RV, not recommended. So, okay, Uncle Irv, I see all the warning signs. I do. I finally, okay, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to leave. Now, I pull over at that little T there and pull out my maps and all my stuff here and start praying and talking because, hey, we got 20, now find out that I got to go 26 more miles down the mountain, come into this little town on the east side. I'm trying to get up on it's only 4 miles. And as I'm traveling down the mountain, I pull into the visitor center at the Peaks of Otter here. And I go in and I ask the folks there, why? Why would I know just because I got an RV, I can't, what's with that road? And she said, well, let me see what you're driving. And she comes out, ooh, that's cool. And so she said, you can make it with that. I said, I can? Yeah, you should not have any problem. I said, should not or can make it. There's a difference. She says, no, what it is the road is hair turns. Hair, curvy, just, it's a beautiful road. And so she said, yeah, but if you just go slow and stuff, you'll be all right. And I said, oh, hey, cool, God bless you, thank you. And I'm thinking, here we go. So as I'm going across the parking lot and I come up to the motorhome, there's a family standing around it. A man, a woman, and 2 children, a family standing around it. And I come up, hi folks, how you doing today, blah, blah. And when the man looks at me, I can see that he's been crying. I can see tears running down his face. He's like, you got a pen I can sign? Yeah, I got magic markers. Let me grab you one, bro. So open up the door, come on, he takes a magic marker and walks away to the back of the RV, and his wife stands there and says, they just lost their nephew. a little over 5 years ago, their nephew got killed in Oahu in a helicopter crash. 12 U.S. Marines got killed in 2 helicopters crashed. They've never found their bodies. And their nephew was one of them. And his name is Corporal Thomas Jordan Jardaz, 22 years old, from Fort Myers, Florida. 5.5 years ago, got killed with 11 other men and women of the United States Marine Corps. Now I want you to think about this for a minute, folks. Uncle Irv was 5 miles up the mountain. Uncle Irv's dealing with the price of gas and all this other stuff. I'm trying to be very cautious, but then I pray and I know, okay, your will be done. And I came back down that mountain and I pulled in that visitor center. At that moment, at that time in Virginia, on another family is traveling home to New York. They live in Rochester, New York. I'm hoping to see them in a couple months when I get up there. They're driving home. And they see this in the parking lot. I know what I call it. But listen, folks, he says to me, will you tell the people that support you and do this, thank you for being here. Thank you for being in this parking lot. We made a difference in that man's life because there are American citizens that will not forget what American citizens of the Armed Forces of America have done for this country to keep it. We don't forget. We'll never forget. And there's many of us out here dedicating our lives to them so that they remember that we remember. And incidents like that, whatever you want to call it, I know what I call it. It was the odds of me being in that visitor center as that family was coming into that visitor center. Oh, I was already past the 5 miles. I turned around and come back down. And that man wants me to tell you, thank you. Thank you very much for supporting the flag van and the flag bus and making it possible for me to be sitting in that we were sitting in there. You've given me the privilege of doing this and being a representative of some of your beliefs. And this is how we make a difference in the world. And this person wants me to tell you, thank you. Thank you. Now, I got 2 stories to tell you, 2 messages to give you. I talk too much, so it'll take another long video to make it. So I'm going to stop this video right now, and I'm going to make another video with the second message. That family of Corporal Thomas Jordan Jardaz wants me to tell you, I'll start naming the 669 members. All yous that helped me do everything. We did a wonderful thing here. We're doing a wonderful thing out there. And it's not just me, it's all of us. So if you're sitting there, know in your heart, you're making a difference. A Huey Ho.